see my screen, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you are not yet in the campus? Huh? Around 90 students are there in this class. So, in your batch, in EC batch, how many students are not yet in the campus? Students? Hello?
Sir, I think most of the people are in campus.
I think
Sir, most of the people are in campus.
most of the people are in campus. Okay, fine then. Okay, so what we did in the last theory class, we discussed the theory of bisection method, second method, sorry, not bisection, second method, regular policy method, and Newton-Raphson method. Is not it?
Yes, sir.
So today we'll start solving few problems and then we'll discuss a few more things if time permits. So what is the advantage of Newton-Raphson method? What basically tell me what is the geometric idea of Newton-Raphson method? What do we do in this method?
Sir, we draw the tangents, then we find the root.
So with the help of
We
a
draw a
tangent,
tangent. We keep on drawing tangent at the approximate points, and the approximate value keep on moving towards the exact value, exact root. Is not it? Anyway, so fine. So let us consider. These problems should not take much time because you already know the theory behind these problems. So you should quickly tell me the answer, and we'll keep on moving.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, there was a request, sir. Hostel में sir breakfast 8 से 9 start होता है, तो like due to the class, many of the students were not able to take breakfast. So,
Okay.
sir, can you sir delay the class by 10 minutes? Like you can start from 8:10. That would be great, sir.
If you since you are requesting, then I'll consider that. So do you normally? I do not know. I see very few people who respond in the online class. Not only in this particular semester, in all other semester, only 10% students or 20% student will be responding, and throughout the semester the number will be decreasing, and at the end of the semester only 5-6 people will be keep on responding. So that is the scenario. Whenever I ask a name, they does not respond. That means what? Either they just only joined the class. And for this reason, we also neglect to respond to your requests. But since you are doing this, since you are in the campus, I must follow that. Otherwise, you will miss your breakfast. So anyway, so those who want, they can join at 8:10. Okay. Anyway, many of you joined the class according to your wish. Sometime you will be leaving the class at the middle. I can see when I download the attendance sheet, I can see your response. I can see your activity. You means not you who responded, all of your activity. Okay, so from next class onwards, in this particular day, I'll start it up from 8:05, and few talk will be there, few words. So basically, the theory will start from 8:10. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So, so first thing, I'll be considering the problem on regular policy method. So here, the equation is x cube minus 2x minus 5 equals to 0. So tell me an interval in which this equation has a root. you can check what is f of 0 minus 5 if f of x equals to, let f of x equals to x cube minus 2x minus 5.
सर 2 से 3 के बीच में सर.
Solve it by a regular falsy method. So in regular falsy method, how many initial approximations are required? How many initial approximations are required? 2. Second method, 2. Bisection method, 2 initial approximation. Newton-Raphson method, only 1. So we need 2. So how to choose the initial approximation? We'll keep on checking the sign of the function at the integer points. We'll start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and similarly, if sign is not changing, we'll normally keep on going on the negative x-axis. But that is not hard and fast rule. It may not have root near x equals to 0. So these are tricky situation to guess the initial approximations, and there is no other way to check it. So f of 0 is 5. Here, what is f of 1? Minus
6.
4. Minus
minus
4.
6.
माइनस 6 कैसे हुआ? x की जगह को 1 करेंगे तो 6 होगा, माइनस 6. f of 2
-1.
8 9 हो गया, माइनस, ओके, माइनस 1. एंड f of 3
16.
16. 27 minus 11, 16. Okay, so we will see a change in sign from 2 to 3. And again, if you want to get better approximation of the initial roots, you can choose x naught equals to 2, x1 equals to 3. But if you want to have further better approximation of the initial root, then check the sign of the function at at 2.5. Basically, you are applying bisection method to get a finer approximation. So what will be f of 2.5? If you want, you can do that. But we'll start from 2 and 3. Normally, to get initial approximation, bisection method is used, which is sign checking this criteria. Bisection method is nothing but the sign checking, but in a systematic manner. So to get a finer approximation, bisection is used, and then to get the root up to desired accuracy, Newton-Raphson method is used, which has higher rate of convergence. So if your demand is accuracy, then bisection will take much longer time compared to Newton-Raphson. So to get a better initial approximation, use bisection, and then you go to Newton-Raphson and keep on using it until you get the solution up to desired accuracy. Anyway, so choose x naught equals to 2 and x1 equals to 3. So what will be iteration 1? What will be then x1? Tell me the formula for x1 in regular falsy method. What is x2?
x1 minus
x1
x1
minus
minus x0 upon f of
x1 minus x0 upon f of x1 minus f of x0 into
f of x1.
x1. So substitute the values and tell me the answer you are getting as x2. So x1 is 3. Also I have to write down f of x0. F of x0 is -1. F of x1 equals to 16. So it will be 3 minus 1 by 16 minus -1 into 16. So simplify it and tell me. I'm giving you the idea how to solve an equation using the method. I will not be going in details about each of the methods. Second method, I will leave it up to you how to use that to solve a problem.
सर
What is this value?
2 नहीं होगा सर. 3 minus 2 होगा ना सर ऊपर न्यूमरेटर में x1 minus x0
Oh, okay. x1 minus x0, it should be 3 minus 2 numerator में. Exactly, you are
5 by
correct.
17 is coming, sir.
Huh?
5 by 17 is coming for x2.
5 by 17. Okay, how much it is? The numerical value? Please check this. It seems incorrect.
35 by 17 आएगा ना
सर 2.05 आएगा
कहाँ से बता रहे हो ये आप?
सर इसको सॉल्व
कहाँ
करने में 2.05 आएगा
नहीं सॉल्व करेंगे? आप सॉल्व किए? ऑनेस्टली बताओ.
यस सर
ये सॉल्व
2.05 आएगा
2.05 आ रहा है. और उसके बाद नेक्स्ट डिजिट क्या है? 2.05?
Sir, 88.
88. You normally, if I ask you to solve a problem, basically I will be asking you to perform 3 iterations to understand the to check whether you understand the concept properly or not. So you will keep normally, if nothing is mentioned, keep 4 decimal places. Okay. So this is x2. What is f of x2? You have to check the sign of the function at f of x2 at x2. So substitute those value in f of x and tell me it is positive sign or negative sign. And also we need the exact value. Sign is not enough. Sorry. What is f of x2? It will be coming, you later check it. Okay, you can substitute the value of x in here in this highlighted function. So that will give you f of x equals to minus 0.3908. Okay. Now tell me, so what you have to check to perform iteration? To what you have to check? In which subinterval the root is lying, from x0 to x2 or x2 to x1? Tell me. Check the sign of f of x0.
X2 to X1.
x2 to x1. Okay, because f of x2 is negative and f of x1 is positive. So root will be lying in. The root is lying in. Root lies in x2 to x1. So what will be x3? What will be x3? x3 is x2 minus x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1, does not matter. Okay, so it is x2 minus x1, f of x2 minus f of x1 into f of x2. Substitute everything. You know what is x1, what is x2, what is f of x1, what is f of x2, and do the calculation. That will give you x3. So it will be coming like 2.0862. Okay. Now here tell me what will be sign, what will be f of x3 value. So do it and I will stop at this iteration. I'll tell you what will be the formula for iteration 3 and I will stop. Tell me what is f of x3. This highlighted term is the function f of x. So tell me what is f of x3. This is 2.0862 whole cube minus 2 times 2.0862 plus 5, is not it? Minus 5. It's minus 5. Minus 5. What is this value?
minus 0.09.
Minus 0.09. Okay. So the root will be lying in which interval? In iteration 3,
X3 to X1.
x3
root is
x1.
root lies in root. ये देखो होस्ट ब्रेकफास्ट लेने गए और ऑडियो को ऑन करके छोड़ दिए हैं. Root lies in x3 to x1, is not it? Because as f of x3 is negative and f of x1 was positive, as f of x3 into f of x1 less than 0. So what will be the formula for x4? Tell me and I will stop this problem. x4 will be equals to
Sir, minus x1 minus x3 upon f of x1 minus f of x3 into f of x1.
that one, or somebody can alter the position of 3 and 1. x3, same thing, same expression, that will give you same value. x3 minus x1 by f of x3 minus f of x1 into f of x3. दोनों में से कोई भी जो यूज करना चाहते हैं वो बेसिकली दे आर सेम एक्सप्रेशन if you simplify. So use this or this and then you will get the next approximate value. So this is how the iteration procedure goes. Now in computer, while you will be writing the code, in each step you will be checking in which subinterval the root is lying and you will set a tolerance. So tolerance will be, I have already mentioned those 4 tolerances criteria are there. If f of xn in any of the direction is less than the tolerance, then you may stop, but that is very vague. That does not make sense. Even if the car does not exist, you will be stopping as long as the value of the function is less than certain quantity. If the I told you the situation. If the curve is something like this, and in some iteration you are getting this point of x, and if you use f of xn less than epsilon tolerance, then you will be thinking that xn is a root, but it is not crossing x-axis at xn. So that criteria you should not use. You can use the relative error concept, or you can predetermine the number of iteration. Anyway, so that is how regular falsing method works. Now second method, where will be the difference if I try to solve the same problem using second method? Which things are not required in second method? First, you will choose 2 arbitrary point. You will not be bothering the sign of the function, is not it? So it is not necessary
Yes,
to
sir.
choose 2 and 3. You could simply choose 1 and 2. Is not it? X0 equals to 1 and x1 equals to 2, and then you keep on using the formula xn plus 1 equals to xn minus xn minus 1 by f of xn minus f of xn minus 1 into f of xn. That formula for each n, and you do not have to bother about the sign of the function. So only difference is that. So shall I solve a problem on that or shall I leave it to you? I am leaving that up to you. Huh?
Yes, sir, we can do it.
I'll ask you to submit some assignment sheets. There, I will give you some problem on each of the concepts, and you must have to submit if you want to get some marks. Huh? So there you can have some practice. It will be almost forced. Next is Newton-Raphson method. Huh? So let us solve one more problem using Newton-Raphson method. Use NR method, Newton-Raphson method, to find the value of find 17 power 1 by 3. So 17 power 1 by 3. What is this value? Okay. Initial guess is given as choose x naught equals to 2. So let us just have the feel of the Newton-Raphson method. So how shall I solve this? So let the value of x power 17 power 1 by 3 be x. So x equals to 17 power 1 by 3. Okay. So what will be x cube? 17. So what will be x cube minus 17 equals to 0. So basically you are looking a root of this equation, x cube minus 17 equals to 0, is not it? And what is the initial guess?
Yes.
X naught equals to 2. So let f of x equals to x cube minus 17. So what will be f dash x? Derivative 3x square. So the formula is, what is the formula in Newton-Raphson method? Xn plus 1 is equals to
xn minus f of xn upon
x
f dash
minus f of xn by f dash
of
xn.
xn.
So tell me what will be x1 then? X1 is equals to x naught minus f of x naught by f dash x naught. So x naught is given 2 minus f of 2 by f dash 2. So what is that? Tell me.
So that is minus 9/12.
Whole expression or the second part, f of 2 by
So, sir,
f
the
dash 2?
second part. Second part.
Tell me the whole x1 value, complete value.
11/4.
11 by
4.
2.750.
2.750. So that is x1. Huh? Let's see what is x2. What is x2? x2 will be x1 minus f of x1 by f dash x1. So do it and tell me, and only tell me up to x3, and I'll see after x3 how much accurate answer we are getting. x2 minus f of x2 by f dash x2. And you try find it and let me at the same time plot me the graph. Huh? X cube minus 17, y equals to x cube minus 17. Okay, let me make it smaller. Okay, so the root is this particular point, 2.571. 2.571. So let's see after third iteration how much close we are reaching. 2.571. Can I make it little bit 2.5713? Okay. What is x2?
2.58265.
2.58
265.
265 and x3 2.58 265, and tell me only x3. Here from the graph, one more thing you can see. So if you choose any value from 0 to infinity, if you choose any value greater than 0, less than infinity, then you will be approaching towards the root. और अगर 0 से छोटा चूज करते हैं तो कर भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी कर सकते हैं, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द चॉइस. इज नॉट इट. अगर कोई 0 से छोटा वैल्यू इनिशियली चूज करते हैं तो टेंजेंट कहाँ पे काट करेगा? नेगेटिव एक्स एक्सिस में काट करेगा, तो फिर रूट की तरफ कभी कन्वर्ज करने का चांस ही नहीं मिलेगा. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट? व्हाट विल हैपन इफ यू चूज द इनिशियल गेस लेस देन 0? Try to visualize what will happen to the tangents. Are they moving towards the root? No. I'll tell you how. So tell me, what is x3?
Sir, if we choose negative x, then also
Okay.
the tangents
No,
are moving towards.
I'll explain to you. First, tell me what is x3. I'll explain to you
Okay.
that concept.
Okay, sir.
This is the car, roughly. Is not it? This is the car.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me answer. Then I'll explain to you why negative initial guesses will not help you to find the. Huh?
2.5341.
2.55341.
55341.
और रूट कहाँ पे था? Sorry. 2.55. Now you should check. I don't think it will be below that. I don't think it will be below that. 2.57. You have done some mistake. It is coming from upward, so it will be gradually decreasing. I don't think it will be less than 0 or less than the exact value. Can you check the calculation once again? Anybody else? Can you?
So 2.56 coming here.
2.56 आ रहे हैं.
Yes.
और कोई एक बार वेरीफाई करो. What is the root you are getting? What is x3?
Sir, I'm getting 2.246 something.
24. आप तो बहुत ही गलत हैं. इसमें मिस्टेक की कोई गुंजाइश ही नहीं है. चलिए मैं दिखाता हूं कि क्या होंगे. ये ना ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ आ रहे हैं, तो ये एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू से नीचे जाएंगे ही नहीं, कि ग्राफ कॉनकेव है ना, इधर देखो कॉन्वेक्स शेप का ग्राफ है, तो धीरे धीरे नीचे की तरफ आएंगे। मतलब यहाँ से मैंने कहाँ चूज किए थे, पहला चूज किए थे 2 ना, 2 से बढ़ गए, 2 चूज किए थे, यहाँ पे 2 था, दैट वाज x0, उसके बाद x1 हो गया, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे इस तरफ से आएंगे, इस तरफ से आएंगे धीरे धीरे, x2 x3, let me substitute to the value and see what is happening. So this is 2.58265 x2 minus f of x2. What is f of x2? Okay, 2.58265 whole cube minus 17 by 3 times 2.58265 whole square. So let me do the calculation myself. 2.58, open the calculator. Answer 2.58 265 square minus 17, okay, divide by 3 into 2.58 265 square. It should be cube. I made a mistake. Okay. So it is coming. How much it is coming? Tell me.
2.5671.
2.57133.
एक मिनट में ना गलत कर दिए। 2 delete. हाँ, it is coming. It is coming. This expression is coming minus 0.11. No. 0.011. 0.0113. This expression, and this root is 2.58265. So let me subtract that value, minus 2.58265. अरे क्या क्या हो रहा है? Okay, so let me write down. See, 2.58265 मोबाइल में करते हैं ना, तो ये काम नहीं कर पाते हैं सही से। 2.58265 minus 0.0113. So it is coming 2.57135. So that is the next approximate value. And if you look at the exact root, that will be coming 2.571. And you see, it is correct up to 3 decimal places. So only after 3 iteration, you have obtained the value correct up to 3 decimal places. Okay. Now let us explain why why this is happening. Why this is happening? Why I said that value will be decreasing gradually towards the exact root? That I can explain to you. So let me remove the values. This is 2. Okay. So let us look at the graph. First, what you will do? You will draw a tangent at f of 2 at this dotted point. Yes or no? To get the next approximate root. Say something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so now draw a tangent passing through that dotted point on the curve. So this is the tangent passing through that dotted point. So where is the next approximate value? This one. This is x1 now, is not it?
Yes, sir.
Now
sir.
I'll remove this tangent to make the picture clear. Huh? So this tangent is removed. Oh, Control Z. Okay. So we have x1. Now from x1 we need to find out x2, is not it? So where should I draw the tangent? At f of x1.
Yes, sir.
So here I should draw the tangent. Okay. So tangent at here will be something like this. So here it will be what? Next step
X2.
x2 x2 तो मैं x1 को और इस टेंजेंट को हटा देता हूँ, x1 को रहने देता हूँ, टेंजेंट को हटा देता हूँ, हाँ, और ये सारे पॉइंट को भी. So now we'll be drawing tangent at where? At
F of x2.
F of
f of x2 in this dotted point, yeah, in this new dotted point, is not it? So there we'll draw a tangent. So this will be the tangent drawn at that point. So this intersection will be x3. So do you see the after the initial guess, next value was x1, and then remaining values will be decreasing gradually towards the root? Yes or no? Because you look at the shape of the curve. You look at the shape of the curve. Is not it the situation? There is no other bend. It is a convex curve. It is gradually decreasing that curve. So when you said that the root is 2.5 something, I said no, calculation was wrong. Now let us explain why negative. If you choose negative 2 as an initial guess, why that will do not give you an iteration method which will give you the root. Why? For that initial guess, the iteration method will diverge. Let us see why. So suppose the -2 point is here. Here, this is -2. So where should I draw the tangent in that case? F of -2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me check. I said it will not converge. It may. Let me see. And then I'll tell the final conclusion. So tangent at this point will be intersecting x-axis where? This is the tangent. This is the tangent.
Yes, sir.
In this particular curve, I think it will be converging. So here it will be minus. So it will be x1. It was x0. Now x1. So from x1, we'll be drawing a curve on the. We'll draw a tangent on the curve. Here, then we'll draw the tangent here, is not it? So if we draw a tangent, then it will intersect there. And once we reach on the right hand side, you know how it will behave. So it will be x3 then. And once we reach x3, then you know how the next iterative values will be there. It will be gradually decreasing towards the root, is not it? From x0, you got x1, then it should be x2. It should be x2. So once you got x2, x3, x4, x5, these values will be gradually decreasing towards the root. Here in this case, it will work. Even negative initial guesses also will give you towards the, also will lead towards the root. Now, if by mistake somehow you end up certain xn value, which is this point of inflection, this bold dot, but somehow certain xn is this dot point, then next iteration value you will not be able to get, because tangent at this point, here derivative will be what? Here derivative will be, no, not derivative.
Zero.
Double derivative zero.
No. For point of inflection, double derivative is 0. Here derivative is not 0. It is not a point of local maxima or local minima. In that case also it will work. I am making you confused. So here, whatever initial guess you choose, as long as the initial guess is finite, that method will converge. Because of the simply curve is very simple looking. It is not very complicated graph. So whatever initial guess you choose, if that is finite, it will converge towards the root. Okay, fine. So next, any doubt? Anything you want to ask on this?
सर एक डाउट है सर
बताओ.
सर अगर सर दो रूट्स बहुत ही क्लोज हों
हाँ,
दो या
तो
तीन
किसको
रूट्स
मिलेगा? तो
तो
किसको
सर ये
मिलेगा?
जो मेथड है वो किस रूट पे कन्वर्ज करेगा जाके
ये देखना पड़ेगा कि ग्राफ का बिहेवियर कहाँ है. अगर ग्राफ ड्रॉ कर लिए तो रूट फाइंड करने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. तो अगर ग्राफ के शेप के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा. आई विल गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. आई विल गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. सपोज दिस इज द शेप ऑफ द ग्राफ. Suppose these values, these roots are very close to each other. To make the picture clear to you, I have separated them by this much space. Suppose
यस सर
the roots are very close to each other, alpha 1 and alpha 2. Okay.
यस सर सेम सिचुएशन यस सर
Now, if you choose a initial point here, so this is the point of maxima. This is the maximum value, and this x is the point of maxima. Is not it?
यस सर
तो उसके बाद अगर कोई आप पॉइंट चूज करते हैं x से बड़ा, सो इफ यू चूज x नॉट हियर, सो इफ यू चूज x नॉट हियर, then you will be drawing tangent at f of x naught. So tangent at f of x naught will be this.
ओके सर ओके मतलब सर हमें
Then
एफ
that-
डैश एक्स मैनुअली निकाल के पहले कैलकुलेट करना होगा
हाँ कि वहां पे मैक्सिमम मिनिमा कहाँ पे है ग्राफ के.
यस सर
उसके बाद अगर है तो वो चूज करेंगे तो स्लोप जिस तरफ है उस तरफ कन्वर्ज करेंगे.
यस सर
Same thing will, if the initial guess is less than x, then it will be converging towards alpha 1. And even though it is not that much simple, these analyses are very difficult. That is why it is not clearly mentioned in the book how to choose the initial guess, how if two roots are there, and for which initial guess will get which root. These things are not very simple. It looks very simple, but it is not. That is why in no book it is mentioned. We need further analysis, the behavior of the curve. Okay.
ओके सर
Okay. So next thing we are going to discuss is a successive approximation method. So I'll quickly discuss the scheme and then the analysis will be done in the next theory class. Successive approximation So this is the equation f of x equals to 0 and you want to find out a root in the interval. Find a root. So in which interval you want to find out the root? That is also mentioned. You want to find a root in the interval a comma b, provided it has a root. So what shall we do in successive approximation method, or it is another name is general iteration method. So what do we do in this method? We write down f of x equals to 0 as x equals to phi of x. Let me make it clear for you. Suppose the equation is given one, x cube minus 5x minus 5 equals to 0. So how can we write it in the form x equals to phi of x? Tell me one such phi of x. X equals to x cube minus 5 by 5. Is not it?
Yes,
Can I write?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and any other way to write? X equals to 5x plus 5 power 1 by 3. Is that okay to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Can I write x as x cube minus 4x minus 5?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. You are not audible, sir.
Hello, students. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Internet connection was gone. There was a power cut only for few seconds, but it was connection was gone for this much time. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I was talking about how to write down the equation f of x equals to 0 as x equals to 5 from. So you see these are the way you can write, and these are not the only way. There are infinitely many way. It is possible to write down the f of x equals to 0 as x equals to 5 from. Is not it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
How to make you convinced that there are infinitely many way? Okay, let me write down. So this is n time x will be equals to what? So you simply what you do, you add nx both side. The equation is f of x. So add nx both sides. So nx will be equals to x cube minus 5x plus nx minus 5. So from there you will get x equals to x cube minus 5x plus nx minus 5 by n. So you see there are infinitely many way to write down f of x equals to 0 as x equals to 5 of x. For each n you will get different function. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so from there, once you choose certain phi, from there you can create an iteration method. The formula will be something like this: xn plus 1 equals to phi of xn. So what you will do? You will choose x naught, and what will be x1 then? X1 will be phi of x naught. What will be x2? X2 will be phi of x1. What will be x3? Phi of x2, and so on. So this is how you have created an iteration method. Okay. Now, obviously, you will be asking few questions. How to choose phi, and does any phi will converge? Huh? Whether any phi will converge towards the root? If you arbitrarily choose any kind of phi from the expression f of x equals to 0, will that iteration method converge towards the solution, towards the root? That is the first question. Will the method converge for arbitrary phi? And second one is, if not, then how to choose phi? What will be the restriction on phi? What will be the restriction on phi? How to choose the phi function? Are not they valid questions?
Yes, sir, they are valid.
Okay, so we'll try to answer these questions one by one. So first we'll I'll show you that no, any kind of phi will not be leading towards the root. Then I'll tell you what specific phi you have to choose. What will be the restriction on the phi? So let us consider a very simple example. The first one I'll be discussing today, it will not take much time. And the second one I'll be discussing in the next class. So suppose we want to solve this equation. X cube minus 5x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay. From there, I'll write down this equation as x equals to 5x in few ways. Okay. So first one, I am writing this as x equals to x cube plus 1 by 5. Can I do it?
Yes, sir.
Second one, I am writing as 1 minus 5x power 1 by cube. Can I do this?
Again, yes,
And
sir.
third one, I am writing this as x equals to x cube minus 4x minus 1. So from first representation, we'll get the iteration xn plus 1 equals to xn cube plus 1 by 5, is not it? From second one, we'll get xn plus 1 equals to 1 minus 5xn power 1 by 3. And from last one, we'll get x equals to there will be xn plus 1, xn cube minus 4xn minus 1. Minus 1 or plus 1? It's plus 1. So choose same initial guess. First you tell me, where is the root? How many roots it has?
The second one
It
would
has
be x is equal to 5x minus 1.
5x minus 1.
Yes.
Okay, 5x minus 1.
Correct,
Minus,
correct.
okay, 5x minus 1. Okay. Okay, so let us quickly look at where are the roots of this function. The graph is x cube minus 5x plus 1, na? Huh?
Yes, sir.
So this is the function. So it has a root at less than minus 2 it has a root near 0.2 and it has a root at 2.1. So it has a root at minus 2.1, no, minus 2.33, 0.2 and 2.1. So it has three roots. Now let us look at the behavior here. So choose x naught equals to 1 in each method. Okay. So I do not have much time, so I'll write down the values which I am getting from these iterative methods. Can I do that? You later verify it. So you will get x1 as 0.4. You will get x2 as 0.2128, 0.2128, x3 as 0.2019. Does it converging to any root? Look at the function.
Yes, sir.
The root is 0.202. That is the root, and you see where it is converging. Does it converging towards the root? Okay.
Yes.
In the second representation, x naught is 1, same x naught. X1 is 1.5874. X2 will be equals to 1.9072 and x3 will be equals to 2.0437. It is also converging towards the root greater than 2.12, that root 2.12. It is converging. If you keep on doing it, it will be converging. In the third case, what is x1 minus 2? What is x2? 1. Then x3 will be again minus 2. So it is oscillatory. So in third representation, the iterative procedure is not converging towards any root. Is it converging? No, it is a divergent sequence. So it is not converging to any root. So if the problem was this equation and you were asked to find a root between 0 and 1, find a root in 0 and 1, then first phi function will give you the desired solution. Second phi function, even though it is converging towards some root, it is not giving you the desired solution, and the third representation is not at all converging to any root. So not any phi will be helping you to find out the root. You have to choose a specific phi. The expression x equals to phi of x, that phi is not an arbitrary phi. You have to be very specific. What kind of phi you have to choose, that I will be discussing in the next class. From these three representation we have seen that some phi will be giving you the desired solution, some will give you a solution but which will not be desired, and few representation may not be giving you any solution at all. So then what will be the condition on phi so that you will get a desired solution? That I will discuss in the next class. Is that okay? Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I'll stop today here. If you have any doubt so far, you can ask me, and if not, you may leave.
Thank you, sir.
So I'll write it here how to choose phi. That will be discussed in the next class. How to find phi of x. That will be discussed in the next class.
सर ये पीपीटी शेयर कर दीजिएगा
मैंने नोट ऑलरेडी शेयर कर दिए हैं, नोट से ही पढ़ा
सर
रहे
ये
हैं।
जिस पे ये आप लिखते हैं ये सर हैंड राइटन
हाँ ये एग्जैक्टली वही मैं नोट पे लिखा हूँ। देखो ये नोट मैंने शेयर कर दिए, यहीं पे लिखा है सारे। जनरल इटरेटिव मेथड, डज द सीक्वेंस ऑलवेज कन्वर्ज टुवर्ड्स द रूट, हाउ टू चूज द फंक्शन फाई, फ्यू एग्जांपल मैंने किए थे वही सारे हैं। एक्चुअली ये दिखाना नहीं चाहिए। आप सोचेंगे कि सर यही से पढ़ाते हैं, लेकिन मैंने अपने हिसाब से बनाया था पढ़ा गाइडलाइन के हिसाब से, तो ये आप लोगों को शेयर करना नहीं चाहिए। नहीं तो आप सोचेंगे सर पीडीएफ से पढ़ाते रहते हैं। But in online mode, you do not have any other option. It will be better if I share the exact note so that you can follow. So ये डाउनलोड कर लीजिए, क्लास मटेरियल फोल्डर में अपलोडेड है, ठीक है। और ये क्लास नोट्स भी शेयर कर देंगे, लेकिन एक यूनिट खत्म होने के बाद। Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.